Good evening, tutor. My name is Nelly Pacha. And today to talk about the topic reflect on the importance of knowing and preventing plagiarism by explaining its main types and characteristics. What is plagiarism? Known as the action of copying someone else's documents or using the words of another without indicate it in the form of a quotation in the text or citing the source in the list of bibliography reference, as well as presenting the original ideas of other people or authors in a modified form without citing the creator's own records. How to avoid plagiarism? The correct thing to do would be to accept the authorship of the material used and cite it correctly. If we do not cite, we incur in a lack of academic honesty. And this is contrary to an ethical use of information, business being considered a crime. What is the consequence of plagiarism? One of the consequences of plagiarism is the infringement of intellectual property right, which is a crime and as such can be punished with prison, sentence ranging from 6 months to 4 years and fine range from 6 to 24 months. And the important for the consequence is even if the plagiarism is visible in a simple assignment on a common topic, you may be harmed in the sense that it may negatively affect the grade of your schoolwork, or the teacher may have a trouble recognizing that you are the author of the work. Examples of the plagiarism, in this case, 2 examples, the correct academic writing and plagiarism. And the correct academic writing cites the words and indicates the source in full. In the plagiarism, the form incorrect, he cites the source correctly, but does not paragraphs is in this case cits the word, but does not correctly mark them as important words. What is the effects and characteristics of type of plagiarism? The first case, copy-paste information without acknowledgement. This topic of plagiarism is considered the most common in the educational field, which refers to simple copying and pasting information from other records in most of the paragraph, or in turn all the information from an outside record. In this case, the example is the next picture, and the other type of plagiarism is self or author plagiarism. This type is perhaps one in which most students never consider as a case of plagiarism, but to turn in a purposely something achievement and recording it without any change in format is unethical. In this case, the picture is according to this plagiarism. And the conclusion, consider one of the less known by students, but one of the most common in the classroom is the one in which an individual assignment is sent, and at the time of presentation, the activity contains similarities in 2 or more students within the same classroom. The examples is when an assignment is submitting of sentence using the verb, and it is the case that 2 or more students contain the same sentence, but in a different order. The other example is when you send to complete a page of the workbook and they contain the same spelling mistakes, or the answers are the same as another classmate, but are in the wrong order. The next plagiarism is cloning. In this type of plagiarism, It is considered that a person takes a task already elaborate or uploaded to the web and simply puts his name on it and passes it off as a work done by his own authorship, which is not appropriate. In this case, this picture is a clear example. And continue with the plagiarism types is mosaic. In this type of plagiarism, we refer to the exact copying of small or large paragraphs from other authors, but from different research records. The clear example is a mosaic plagiarism example. And continue, the remix, this type of plagiarism contains something similar to the mosaic, but with a difference in that in certain parts. The student's management to paraphrase or add a personal opinion to the classwork. In this case, continue with the presentation is find and replace. Another type of plagiarism common among students in which they only change to a work already done or uploaded to the web is to change or replace one or several words with a synonym. That is to say, to simply change the word by means of the similar of synonyms. And the verbatim, this type of plagiarism refers to the use of transcription, which refers to using someone else words that may also have been taken from an interview, film, or audio. In conclusion, the plagiarism has far-reaching consequences. The loss or deprivation of the impossibility of preserving the words and getting a 0 as a grade for the achievement, or even being suspended from school. And since it is an infringement of intellectual property rights for submitting someone else's work, or even being found guilty of a crime or authorship of a web work. Cheating is not at all forbidden as long as you follow the rules and knows where the key points of plagiarism are. As this way, plagiarism is easily avoided. The appropriation of other people's reasoning or ideas without presenting them as such is considered plagiarism. It is like saying that one or more people take advantage of the merits of another who cost them their time and dedication to provide the information required at that time. And after that, if your students, you must learn to do academic or research work, which will pay off over time. Of course, this means dedicating more time and effort so that it pays off and you become the best in your classroom. Thank you for your attention in this activity, and bye.